Imagine a place where the night never ends, and the only rule is survival of the toughest. Welcome to the world of Roadhouse. Hello, movie aficionados. Today, we're diving into the gritty and adrenaline-pumping universe of Roadhouse, a tale of fists and philosophy. This iconic action-packed drama has left its mark on cinematic history, from the cult classic of 1989 to its bold 2024 remake. Roadhouse has been a topic of discussion across generations. In this video, we'll unravel the layers of Roadhouse, dissecting its plot, characters, and the unique blend of action and deeper messages. We'll explore what makes this movie stand out and why it continues to captivate audiences. Stay with us till the end as we reveal some lesser-known facts and events that even the most dedicated fans might have missed. Before we kick things off, a warm welcome to Movies Review, your go-to spot for deep dives into your favorite films. If you are passionate about movies and love exploring them beyond the screen, hit that subscribe button and join our community of cinema lovers. Stick around as we peel back the curtain on Roadhouse, and you might just discover why this movie's legacy is as enduring as the enigmatic Dalton himself. Let's get started. Before we talk about the high-octane action and the philosophical undercurrents of the latest Roadhouse, let's take a moment to appreciate the roots of its cult status. The original Roadhouse movie, released in 1989, may not have been a blockbuster hit right out of the gate, but it found its audience through cable TV and home video. Its blend of action, Western tropes, and campy charm resonated with viewers, elevating it to a cult classic. Now, let's turn our attention to the man who stands at the center of this whirlwind of fists and wisdom, Dalton. In the original film, Dalton wasn't just your run-of-the-mill bouncer. He was a philosopher bouncer, a man with a degree from NYU, and a penchant for contemplation amidst chaos. This intriguing blend of brain and brawn captured the imagination of audiences and became a defining feature of the character. Fast forward to the present, and we meet a Dalton reimagined for the modern era. In the 2024 remake, Dalton's backstory is given new depth.
Once a UFC fighter, he now carries the weight of a tragic incident from his past, shaping him into the enigmatic protector of the Roadhouse we encounter today. His journey from the ring to the barroom floor is marked by a quest for redemption and a strict code of honor, making him a character as complex as he is compelling. Before we talk about the intricate dance of danger and drama that unfolds in Roadhouse, let's set the stage. In the heart of Missouri lies a bar known as the Double Deuce, a place where the night's only certainty is unpredictability. It's here that our protagonist, Dalton, arrives with a mission: to restore order to a venue plagued by violence and chaos. Dalton, an expert cooler with a philosophical edge, is no stranger to the rough tides of bar brawls. His reputation for taming the wildest of honky-tonks precedes him, and it's this very skill that the Double Deuce desperately needs. But as Dalton begins to peel back the layers of turmoil, he finds more than just unruly patrons. He uncovers a web of corruption spun by the local extortionist, Brawl Wesley. Wesley, with his grip on the town, isn't one to relinquish control easily. His methods are ruthless, his reach is far, and his disdain for Dalton's interference is palpable. As the new bouncer starts to make headway, cleaning up the bar and instilling a new sense of order, Wesley's antagonism grows. The conflict between them escalates, drawing lines not just within the Double Deuce but across the entire town. The stage is set for a showdown, but Roadhouse isn't a mere tale of good versus evil. It's a story woven with the threads of power, influence, and the quest for peace in a place where peace seems like a distant dream. And at the center of it all is Dalton, whose calm demeanor and martial arts prowess are about to be tested to their limits. Before we talk about the intricate web of relationships that define Roadhouse, let's meet the characters who bring this story to life. At the forefront is Dalton, portrayed by Jake Gyllenhaal, a former UFC fighter whose strength is matched only by his depth of character. Dalton's journey is one of redemption, seeking to leave behind a dark past and carve out a new path where his fists aren't his only tools for solving problems.
Joining Dalton is Frankie, played by Jessica Williams, the resourceful owner of the Florida Keys Roadhouse. She's the one who recognizes Dalton's potential to turn the tide against the chaos that threatens her establishment. Together, they form a partnership that's as much about business as it is about mutual respect and the shared goal of protecting a place they care about. But what's a hero without his foil? Enter Knox, depicted by Conor McGregor, whose presence brings an air of menace and a new level of challenge for Dalton. Knox's motivations are as complex as his fighting skills, making him a formidable adversary necessary in this tale of conflict and courage. Other key figures include Ellie, played by Daniela Melchior, whose connection to Dalton adds layers to his backstory and personal stakes to the narrative. Each character, from the patrons of the Roadhouse to the residents of the town, contributes to the rich tapestry that is Roadhouse, making it a story of people as much as it is of punches and philosophy. Before we talk about the fists and fights, it's essential to delve into the deeper themes that Roadhouse grapples with. At its core, the movie is a narrative of justice, redemption, and the relentless fight against corruption. These themes are intricately woven through the characters' journeys and the plot's progression. Justice is served not with a gavel, but with the swift and decisive actions of Dalton, our protagonist. His battle against the local extortionist isn't just a personal vendetta. It's a stand for the community's right to live without fear. Dalton's quest for justice is a reflection of the movie's stance against the abuse of power and the corruption that often goes unchecked. Redemption is a recurring motif, especially in Dalton's storyline. An ex-UFC fighter with a troubled past, Dalton seeks a new beginning, a chance to make things right. His role as a bouncer at the Roadhouse becomes more than a job. It's a path to atonement, a way to reconcile with his past and forge a better future. The fight against corruption takes on a physical form as Dalton confronts the gangster boss and his goons. But it's also a symbolic battle, representing the struggle against the darker aspects of human nature. The movie portrays this theme through the resilience of the Roadhouse associates and the townspeople, who, inspired by Dalton, rally against the oppressive forces that threaten their peace. Roadhouse is more than just an action thriller.
It's a story that challenges viewers to consider the values of justice, redemption, and integrity. It asks us to look beyond the surface and find the strength to stand up for what's right, even when the odds seem insurmountable. Before we talk about the impact Roadhouse has had on its audiences, let's delve into the critical reception of both the original and the remake. The 1989 Roadhouse achieved cult status despite a lukewarm initial reception, holding a modest 43% score on Rotten Tomatoes. Critics at the time were divided, with some enjoying the film's so bad it's good charm and others finding it lacking in substance beyond Patrick Swayze's charismatic performance. Fast forward to the present, and the 2024 remake of Roadhouse has taken a surprising turn, garnering a fresh score of 71% on Rotten Tomatoes. This is a significant leap from the original's reception, indicating a warmer welcome from critics. The remake has been praised for maintaining the original movie's best qualities, such as its heartfelt approach and unapologetic cheesiness, while also introducing modern elements that resonate with today's audiences. Jake Gyllenhaal's portrayal of Dalton has received acclaim, with critics noting his ability to balance the character's physicality with emotional depth. The action scenes, too, have been highlighted as a strong point, delivering the same adrenaline rush as the original but with a contemporary flair. However, some critics argue that while the remake is entertaining, it doesn't quite capture the heart and soul that made the original Roadhouse a beloved classic. In summary, the remake of Roadhouse has achieved what many reboots strive for. It has honored the spirit of the original while carving out its own identity and earning the respect of critics and fans alike.
As we wrap up our exploration of Roadhouse, it's clear that this movie packs more than just a punch. It's a cinematic experience that offers a blend of raw action and heartfelt storytelling. Whether you're a fan of the original or the remake, Roadhouse provides an entertaining ride that's sure to leave an impression. But beyond the entertainment, Roadhouse leaves us with questions about our own moral compass. What would you do if you were in Dalton's shoes? Would you take a stand or would you walk away? Thank you for joining us on this cinematic journey. If you've enjoyed our review and want to be part of more movie discussions, don't forget to like this video and hit the subscribe button. Join our channel Movies Review and become a part of our growing community of film enthusiasts. Until next time, keep watching, keep questioning, and keep loving movies.